Hello, Big Daddy Fun here. Thank you for joining me for today's video. I haven't done a video in quite some time. There's been a lot of stuff going on and a lot of big changes, and so I thought I would just touch base with you and catch you up to speed on what's been happening recently. So this is a new world that I have not shown any videos on. We've actually been in this world for about 2 months now, and it is on a server, and I'm doing this on an Apex server. This is the spawn area where we all spawned, and what I did was I placed a bed, and we've got a crafting table and a furnace and a chest here for different things. And so that way anybody that comes in, if it's nighttime, they can go to sleep right away and not have to worry about mobs. First off, I built my house. Just a plain, simple, almost kind of a rancher type looking house. And just been adding things to it here and there. It's kind of, I like it. It's nothing super fancy, but I call it home. Basically, for the most part, this is what I've been up to and what's been going on here, and what I've been doing, and I've been real happy with this server. But I did want to tell you just a little bit about some things of what happened. I kind of give you an update. So Mobmaster and I decided that we would try to do a server, and we wanted to try to gain some more people and play with other players that like to play Minecraft and see what we could create and what we could do. So we started advertising, and well, I shouldn't say advertising. We started putting out in some different areas on the Minecraft forum and on a Facebook Minecraft page, that if anybody was interested in joining the server, that we were going to start a server. And so anyway, we got several people that said, yeah, we'd be interested. And so we started off with about 6 people. And so we started the server just a few days before Halloween, and I will tell you that it was the first time, and I'm the one that I got the server and set everything up, and I will tell you it was the first time I ever did that, and it was a little interesting the first day or so, because there was quite a lot of activity going on. People with questions, requests. We started off, we had a few plugins, and I can actually show you the plugins that we have. So here it is. So we started off with the player head drops. Then we also started off with the multiplayer sleep, so only one person needs to sleep. We started off with the double shulker shells and more mob heads. I think it was one of the first days, or even before we actually started, someone requested that could we have the armor statues. And then we had the request for anti-enderman, creeper, and ghast griefing. And so then just recently we just added the Wandering Trades. So you get some different trades from the Wandering Trader. So, and the first day of the server being open, we had one person that said, I can't get on. I can't get on the server. Come to find out that they do not use the regular Minecraft launcher. They use a thing called T-Launcher. And so I did a little bit of research and found out that T-Launcher would not work on our server as long as you had online mode on. And I'll show you here in the server just exactly what I'm talking about. So after finding that out, I was like, you know what? I want to open it up, and so I ended up turning online mode off. So didn't have any problems. So it ended up where we had the server for a couple days, and I think it was probably within the first week, and I had accumulated some precious ores, and I used to keep them in this chest right here. I had my diamond, my gold, my iron, my redstone, my lapis, my coal, all that stuff in this chest here. So one day I went to log on, and I used to have my bed right here. And so the one day I logged on, and I am in the habit of, when I'm on a server or a realm, I always log off close to my bed, because the night cycle doesn't stop, or the day-night cycle. So I always stay close to my bed in case it's nighttime and I can sleep, and that I don't have to worry about mobs quite so much. So I logged on, and I saw, okay, it's nighttime, well, let me sleep, and I was standing right here, and this is about what I saw. My bed was gone. Plus, this block here was missing. And I right away thought, okay, somebody from the server came over, took my bed, took the block. Okay, no big deal. Then I was playing a little bit, and I came over here. I opened this chest up, and all my diamond, all my emerald, all my iron, all my gold was gone. And I thought, well, that's a little strange. That's a little bit odd. But I thought, well, maybe somebody came and took it. But I didn't think so. And then a little bit later on, I went down, and I went down to my villager house down there, and the door was missing. And there was a hole blown in the ground. And I thought, well, gassed? No. Couldn't have been a gas, because we've got the anti-creeper griefing on. So after I did a little bit of investigation, I went in here to players and noticed there was a player listed that was not a part of our server. And this person had gotten on the night before. So I don't get it why somebody would, pop onto a server and take stuff, because you can't really take it with you, and all you're doing is just you're being disrespectful, and it's like just being plain out mean. So ever since that, I go ahead and I have since we've got the shulker boxes, I have a shulker box here that I keep in my ender chests, and that has all my special stuff in it. And so, and I have some other shulker boxes in here that also have some special stuff. Like this one's got a bunch of shulker shells, blocks of iron, which is actually for my beacon. I've got a conduit in here, stuff for the starts to make another one. I've got several totems of undying, a couple wither roses, and some elytra. So I keep everything in my ender chest. That way I know if anybody comes on, which we created a whitelist after that happened, and that seemed to take care of everything. So, but anyway, I just kind of keep everything in the ender chest. That way I know it's like nobody's going to take my special stuff. So, after turning whitelisting on, we went for, I would say probably close to 2 months. It didn't have any incidents whatsoever. And then, about maybe 5 days ago, I was on with another player. And he had said he was going to be AFK for a little bit. And it ended up where he came back and he started in. He says, "What happened to all my stuff?" He said, "My stuff's gone." And I wrote to him, I said, "What stuff?" And he says, my netherite pick and my other stuff, it's gone. I said, well, I have no idea what could have happened to it. So it ended up where he said, well, I got to go. I'll log back on tomorrow and hopefully it'll be there. He said, maybe it's just a glitch. So he logged off. Now, I was working at my ocean monument, which is at least 2,000 blocks from here. And you see the different animals that I have here. The parrot, the cats, and the wolf. And so I'm working at the ocean monument, and next thing it showed up that the other player logged back on again. And I wrote to him, I said, is your stuff there? And I got a response, no. And so then it went a little bit. Next thing in chat, I see it pop up, cat tried to swim in lava. And I thought, well, who in the world is Cat? We don't have any players on here named Cat. And so then it came up again. Cat tried to swim in lava. And I thought, okay, this other person, he must be trying to do something with the cats. And he's pouring lava on them or something. I have no idea. Whatever he's doing. So I'm working on the monument. And next thing, the parrot showed up and several of my cats. And I thought, well, how can that be? Because I'm like a couple thousand blocks away and I made them sit. Nobody else would be able to get them to not sit anymore. So something's not quite right here. And then I thought, there's something wrong. I need to go check this out. So when I came through the portal and looked at this area, this is what I saw. And then I came down the steps here, and that was when I realized that most of my house in here was gone. And as I got here, next thing the other player jumped off from somewhere and started hitting me, and next thing I know, I died. So I respawned and I was back at the ocean monument again. And so I quick asked, I said, what are you doing? And I didn't get any response. I said, you better answer me because I will ban you. I have the ability to ban people on here. And still no response. So then I noticed that on the server, I can go here. And I realized that I could teleport the other player to me. I put my backup gear on, I teleported him to me, and we started fighting again, and he logged off. I went in to the players, and I banned him. I came back to my house. There was lava pouring from up here down. All these chests and everything here was gone. The only thing that it was kind of left for the most part was my ender chest. There were a lot of holes. All of this was gone, and there was holes going. I could go down to my sorting system, which wasn't there anymore. Out here, that was just pouring with water down. My creeper farm was missing here. And then I went over to the shopping district, and these shops, as you can see through the pictures here that I'm showing as I'm telling you, all the shops were destroyed. And another player had gotten on at that point, and we were talking, and he was working on a project, and I said, I think I'm going to have to do a restore. And the other player said, well, I had just finished doing something on my project and I really don't want to lose it. And I wrote, I said, well, come to my house. And we were trying to figure out what was going on. So anyway, we ended up doing a restore. Fortunately, there was a backup done about 2 hours prior to this person starting to do damage. So we didn't really lose a whole lot of progress. And so I wasn't 100% certain if it was this other player that we've had on the server for a while. I didn't think so, because it just didn't seem like him. I've been playing with him for like 2 months and it got to know him pretty well. And so I didn't think it was him. But anyway, I had to leave him banned. And so I got off the game that night. And the next day, I just didn't feel like getting on and playing for a while because it really upset me. And so it got to be the evening of that day, and one other player wrote to me and said, we have a Discord server, and the other player said, if you're there, I think you've been hacked. And I said, I wrote right away, I said, I'm logging on now. I logged on, and when I logged off, I was here at my bed. When I logged back on again, I was down in the shopping district in one of the shops that was had taken some damage. And so it ended up where I tried to get back here, but I didn't have any food, and I ended up dying, and I respawned here, and next thing, I got kicked off again. And so I ended up, I stopped the server, and the other guy and I were talking, and so we ended up having to do another restore, and we had lost probably about 5 hours worth of work. And then I did some research and found out that when you turn online mode off, it makes it that anybody, or it makes it possible that other people can log on under any name. So there was a person that knew this, was logging in as the other player who killed me, and then logging in as myself, and also logged in as another player and had done a bunch of damage. And so I kind of, the main reason why I wanted to do this video is just to kind of educate you a little bit. If you are looking to do a server, then listen to me carefully, because I want to give you some advice. No matter what you do, do not turn online mode off, because you are opening yourself up to all kinds of possibilities. I turned online mode back on. That is why the pets, I tamed them with online mode off. And so now with it back on, it's like I didn't tame them. So all my advancements are gone. I've had to start over again, and I've accumulated a few of them. And there's a number of other things, and so it's been a difficult time, to say the least, with turning online mode back on. So my advice to you is don't turn that off in the first place. It doesn't matter if somebody's just using T-Launcher or whatever and they can't get on. Then I'm going to tell you the best thing to do is just say, look, if you don't have the regular Minecraft launcher and you can't get on with what you have, then I'm sorry, but I can't let you on. You're going to have to find a way to get on, and get the Minecraft launcher. And that is what I ended up having to do with 2 players from our server. One that was very active, and another one that was semi-active, had only been on a few times. So right now, they are not able to get on the server because they use T-Launcher. And the other piece of advice I can give to you is this. Turn whitelisting on. Whatever players you have on the server, add them on the whitelist. That will keep anybody else from getting on the server. those two things are what I would consider an absolute must if you're doing a server: whitelisting and keeping online mode on. Well, anyway, I am done rambling about that. I just really felt like I needed to try to get that out to everybody, just to whoever sees this, because I just think it's real important. I have thoroughly enjoyed playing on this server. I think that we got real lucky and have a bunch of great players. I would love to take you to show you some of the work that they have done, and I probably maybe will do that in a future video. I don't want to show their work unless I get their permission. And but anyway, I do appreciate you tuning in for this video. I hope it was a little bit informative and help you out. And also, I just wanted to say, if you are considering doing a server yourself and you want to, you can leave a comment down below and I will answer. I will talk to you about whatever it is that you ask. I'm not super knowledgeable, but I have gotten a little bit of experience through this server, and I might be able to help you out. The other thing I wanted to mention is if you are a player and you are looking for a server, leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know that you would be interested in possibly joining our server, and we will go from there. And maybe you can get on our server and play with us as well. Anyway, I am Big Daddy Fun. Thank you for watching this video, and I will catch you next time.